Welcome back to the Heart of the Homeland YouTube channel. Today we are going to do an old-fashioned recipe, and it's called a sunshine cake. And this recipe comes from my good friend Betty, and this was her mom's and her grandma's recipe. She said her mom loved this cake so much. So we're gonna make it today as a surprise for
Daddy.
my husband, his daddy, and because he's gonna be working a lot this summer, and a sunshine cake sounds really good. Yeah, so let's get going. This is a recipe that's going to be good in the summer and spring because it's when eggs are naturally in abundance, and this requires a lot of eggs. So we've got 7 egg whites and 5 egg yolks. Okay. No, Logan. Hold on, baby. Logan.
Now that my little helpers are off elsewhere, I can let you know the ingredients. So you're going to use 7 egg whites and 1/4 teaspoon of salt to start off with. You're going to start whisking it slowly, and then you're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now that's an older ingredient that's not used very often, so if you don't have that, you can add in a teaspoon of vinegar or lemon juice. It's just a stabilizer for the egg whites so they don't break. So you're going to beat them into soft peaks, and as you do, you're going to add in 1 cup of sugar slowly, a little bit at a time. Once you've done that, you're going to add in 5 egg yolks that have been beaten, along with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're going to sift together 1 cup of flour and a tablespoon of cornstarch or arrowroot powder.
So the thing about some of these older recipes is they kind of assume you know how to do the basics of baking a cake. So since this is kind of similar to like an angel food cake, it's a light egg white based cake, I'm going to do this at a low temperature for like 325, and we're probably shooting for 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I've got this pan here, and I'm going to cut out a piece of parchment paper to fit it. This is in the shape of a heart. So we're just going to use butter as our greasing agent. I'm going to grease the pan.
For this cake, I went ahead and used just one simple cake pan. It's in the shape of a heart, and I greased it really well. Put some parchment paper down and grease that well too, along with the sides. I don't want this cake to stick. Remember, this is kind of like an angel food cake. It's really light, airy. It is perfect for summer. Betty said that her mom used to love to serve this with freshly sliced bananas and then whipped cream. Today, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half so it becomes a layered cake, and then smother it in strawberry preserves that I canned earlier this year. Betty is always so sweet to share different recipes in some of her old cookbooks with me, and they have become my favorites, mainly because they all tell stories. It's not just about sharing a recipe, it's sharing the story behind it. Who did they cook it for? Who did they share it with? Who loved it? Who liked to sit around and talk around the slice? These are the kind of recipes that I love the most, and so I'm so thankful she likes to share this with me too. Get as creative as you want with the toppings and decorations, or keep it simple. Either way, this cake is so old-fashioned, so sweet, and just so simple and good. I love it. Thanks for tuning in to Heart of the Homeland. Remember that you can always find more at www.heartofthehomeland.blog. Have a great week, everyone.